Officers say they didn't want to see history repeat itself. That's why they were watching an Espanola couple, parents, very closely. They say they caught them breaking the law and their probation at an Espanola Sonic. News 13's Crystal Gutierrez is in the Newsplex with the story.
And Kim, officers say two small children were sitting in the back seat when the pair tried to hide drugs from probation officers. We've learned this is not the first time they violated their probation. Some are questioning why they were out and why the other kids are still in their custody. Probation officers say what a couple was doing at this Espanola Sonic just seems suspicious. Add in their history and officers were not about to let them out of their sight. The couple, Joe Martinez and Rose Garcia, both convicted felons for the death of their small child in 2008.
Mr. Martinez and Ms. Garcia took their young child to Espanola Hospital and the child suffered from a cocaine overdose and later died.
They were charged with child abuse resulting in death, but in 2010 the pair pled guilty to a lesser charge and were sentenced to probation for 3 years. That means what officers say they were doing here is a big violation.
So you have a Junior Deluxe hamburger with no onions and a tea to drink?
The probation officers say the couple sat at the Sonic for quite some time but never ordered food, so officers stopped them before they drove away. They say their suspicions were right.
It appeared as if she had placed something in her pant area and was zipping herself back up.
Officers say a pregnant Garcia admitted she shoved cocaine down her pants. Martinez had some banned synthetic marijuana called Spice. In the back seat, their 1- and 2-year-old children.
They did appear to be fidgeting. They appeared to be nervous.
It's not the first time the pair has violated their probation. Documents show both tested positive for drugs months after sentencing. Martinez failed 2 tests. They were also charged for drug possession again in 2011. Garcia has faced shoplifting charges too. The Department of Corrections recommended both serve the remainder of their sentences in custody. That recommendation came down 3 times for Garcia. The last said, quote, "He is not a good candidate for probation," but a judge allowed both to go back on probation. Now, 8 months after their last violation, officers arrested them again. This time, 2 small children were in the same car with the same drug that killed their sibling.
I believe that they may have saved those children's lives yesterday.
Online court showed the 2 served some time when they were jailed waiting for their probation hearings. Garcia will not face drug charges for the latest incident because Martinez took the rap. Both were charged with child abuse. Probation and Parole says it will recommend again that the couple serve the remainder of their sentence locked up, which ends next year. Kim, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Crystal. Now, the Department of Corrections says there was never any court order saying they could not be with the children. Now, after yesterday's arrest, the toddlers were placed in state custody.